Hey, this is Intermodaltrucker. My name is Larry, and welcome to Kimberly Clark in Marinetti, Wisconsin. Our old-time trucker is in the guard shack, so this might be a little bit of gabbing in here. He likes to talk. See you in a bit. Well, there we go. He actually couldn't hold me for too long. The yard guy pulled in behind me and needed to get in, so he was going on about driving through Chicago. What's it like down there? And everything else. I said, buddy, that's why Larry drives at nighttime. Told him, I says, boy, I says, I think it was like a month ago, I says, I did a stupid thing and tried to switch over to days for a couple days, and said I was so worked up about it, I says, I probably would have killed somebody. I would have just ran over a bunch of people, so I says, it's just safer for Larry to drive at nights, that's all there is to it. She's pretty potholy back here. Main reason why is because it's springtime, so they've been plowing snow and everything else, and the trucks, you know, back here turning around real sharp, and it makes these potholes and such. So it's always like this for a little bit here in March, April, March, stuff like that. They'll get out here with a blade and scrape all this down and smooth it out a bit. Well, they got lots of antique JB Hunts in here. I think there's an opening here on the left. Wow, there's a lot of JB Hunt empties here. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there's a spot right there. I would video for you guys, but yeah, it's pretty much pitch black back here, and I don't think you guys would see anything. Didn't even look to see what the next container is. And I need a magnifying glass in here. I'm not that bad at an eyesight, but they print these so small. $28.92. I believe it's $28.92.88. Let's see here. Right there, 28.92.88. Yeah, this place gets pretty rough in the spring.
Alright. Still got ice up here. There we go. Let's hook up. Yeah, I'm sitting on ice. Here we go. All right, 289288. Got a nice new chassis. The lock is in. Fifth wheel wasn't quite all the way in there. She's all across and locked. It's nice having a new chassis because you get new tires and everything. You know, it runs nice and smooth. Usually tracks pretty good. But the problem is JB Hunt has a big thing about spinning the dolly crank here that I'm doing right now. You know, in the proper way they want you to do it is they want to have your hand on here and then go like this. And you know, most truck drivers, they'll put their hand like right on here and they'll spin it around like that. It goes a lot faster, right? This is the only company I have ever been with that they told me a reason why they don't want you to do that. Other companies, and I've heard other truckers doing this, is they'll have their fingers in here and spin it real fast and they come around. This one's got a pretty good distance, but some of them pretty tight. And they'll come around and they'll get their fingers caught in between the rail and the handle here and they'll break their fingers. That's pretty, it happens. I've heard of it happening. This company, the reason why they say they don't want to do that is hey, because when you spin this around real fast, you'll come around and hit yourself in the face. When I heard that, I actually laughed in the little meeting when I had it. And somebody looked at me and they said, yeah, what's funny about that? I said, listen, if you're hiring drivers that don't know that thing is going to come around and they hit themselves in the face, maybe you should look for a better driver. Maybe somebody a little smarter. So what they've done now in these new chassis is they have actually, usually with the new ones, they spin real free and nice. They have somehow had the manufacturers of these chassis tighten it up and they don't spin very easily. They got a lot of resistance to them. And I mean, they still spin. You can do it, you know, if you want to go fast, you know, you can do it like that. But it takes more force. It's not like, usually trailers when they're new like this, they spin real easy. They have actually made it so that these spin harder. And I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep people from doing, you know, the two-finger thing. But where we live here and it's cold, and when it gets 0 and -10 or whatever, those things are hard to turn. The new ones are really hard. I think paperwork's in there, can't see it. Yep. Paperwork's in there, lit and flashing. These are usually pretty light loads. We're locked, mud flap, lights, everything's lit and blinking, doors are closed. It does happen once in a while where you find the top of the doors are not closed. So that's why I always look up, make sure they're latched, because if they're not and there's a gap up there, this container is gonna get thrown on a train. I don't remember where this one's going to, but let's say it's going to California. It's gonna be on a train going all the way to California. It's gonna hit a rainstorm in between here. And if it's not latched on the top, rain will go inside, and this is mostly paper product stuff. So if it's not latched, then what you gotta do is go up there, talk to the guard. He calls the yard guy out there, and they'll break the seal, open the doors, reclose them, get them to close right, and then he reseals it, and then they gotta write it on the paperwork, the new seal. Brand new tires. Lit and flashing. No damage. We don't have a spring on this one because it's a new one. And we're locked and DOT is good. Looks like the load is 17,924. So we'll just slide it all the way up. If I can. There we go. Couldn't get any traction sitting on that patch of ice.
Guys, we're going to be heading down. This is Marinette, Wisconsin that we're located at, and we're going to be heading down to the Landers ramp, which is 7600 South Western Avenue. It looks like it's right there. So it's telling us it is 271 miles. It is 4 hours and 13 minutes to drive. You got to remember, this is not a trucking GPS. This is just a plain GPS, so the times are always faster. It's 5 hours. I've done this run many times. So we'll get our directions. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. There we go. And there we are. You can see where we are here. We're way up here in the top of Wisconsin, almost up in the Escanaba. And you guys hear me talk about towns in Wisconsin all the time. Right here is where Townsend is. See it right there in the right? See it? You got Lakewood, Townsend, Wabeno. That was my stomping ground right there. Used to have a little piece of land up there. See, we're actually this is Highway 64 that comes right into Marinette. The Highway 64 is like 2 blocks over. We had a saying up there, and you can see how 64 goes across the mountain and it cuts across. And we were right up here in the Townsend. Just my camp that I used to have actually was right here by Bowman Lake. That's where I used to have this land. And we had a saying up there in the bars and all the neighbors and stuff. Anything north of 64 stays north of 64. So basically what that meant is all the wild times and all that stuff, nobody repeats below 64 what happens north of 64. So it was always funny. So we're going to be heading down to Green Bay, Wisconsin, jumping on 43 South, running all the way down past Sheboygan, Milwaukee, right down past the state line into Illinois, downtown Chicago. We got red spots in Chicago. Oh no! We heading right downtown. You can see right there, I just got a message. I think I recorded it, and it says load a call in. I guess she didn't catch my mistakes. Or maybe she saw my new message. It came through fast enough. Who knows? But we're going to go on to 59th Street. I don't know what street. This is 63rd. Where's 59th? Oh, right here. 59th Street. We're going to take what's called Bishop, which is right here. Or I'm sorry, Garfield. We're going to take the Garfield exit off right there by that Mobile and Wendy's. We'll get off there and run down Welch Street, down to 59th Street, and then run 59th Street over to Western. The reason why we do that is it's a pretty good street. And there's no stop signs on it. There's a bunch of stoplights, but it's not too bad, especially at night. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to be over to Western, run Western on down. And one of my subscribers mentioned that his uncle owns a car dealership on Western. It's called Sam's Auto. Right there it is. I saw it the other day. You can see it right in the center of my screen. Let's get this out of the way. Let's see, it's right. I went past it the other day. Right there it is. Sam's Auto Sales. Right on Western. It's about 2 blocks north of 70th. I saw that. So then basically we're just going to run on down. And right there it is. It's going to be right there where all those train tracks are and everything. So we'll see you guys there. Bye. Well, welcome to NS Landers. Another one's coming. We are down here. It is 2:20 a.m. March 16th, 2018. We got a lift right over here on our left, picking up a container, it's hauling it around like it's made out of nothing. We are going to the G lot. What they always tell you when you come into this place and where to drop your load, it always says Lot G, row lot. That really doesn't mean anything. I've always taken it that it's this first row way up here. You might be able to see a truck up there with his nose sticking out. I've always taken it that it's the row next to the train, but I've been told that no. I've been told you just stick it anywhere in here and they come around and they'll find it and they'll enter it in their computer. But I still go down through here and see if I can find it. See if I can find a spot open in here. So let's go down the next row. Well, look at this. Tell you the truth, I just found me a straight pull-in spot here. Looks good to me. No backup involved. That always makes it easier. the only part of the song I know. And we're off. Release the dogs. The way that we're going to go is we're going to go take a left here on 79th Street, a couple blocks down to Western, run Western north up to 59th Street, run 59th Street over to 94, run the frontage road up to 47th and back into town. It's like 2 blocks. I could have run Western all the way up, but just easier this way. 47th Street going across here is a little hairy for the trucks. 59th is pretty good. See you there. Well, here we are, guys. We are at the Pilot, Franksville, Wisconsin. It's time to get some fuel. We're getting tractor fuel and DEF. Pretty much nothing going on. Made her out of Chicago pretty good. Didn't really catch any kind of traffic or nothing. I thought I was supposed to get up to like 50s. I know today it was pretty nice, so it's real sunny. I went to sleep. I didn't even turn my bunk heater on back there. I just let it go because the sun was beating on the cab. It kept it pretty warm in there. I woke up and it was probably, I'd say probably about 50 or so on the side of the truck. So nice sleeping weather.
she's a little brisk out here right now. I'd say probably low 20s. A JB Hunt. It's like he's some kind of dedicated or something. He's got a lift gate on the back of his trailer. I'm not even going to go into the store. I don't need anything, and it's like 4:45 in the morning, something like that. It's 4 something in the morning here. So I'm gonna get her going, keep going up north, and try to get up through Milwaukee before the traffic starts to form. And time to go home. Get on home, crawl into bed, and get some sleep. Probably get up around noon and start doing some projects around the house. I got lots of things. I am probably, well, I might make one video. Well, I'm gonna actually make a couple videos. One video I'm gonna make this afternoon when I get home is going to be about my goals and plans in my future. I've been promising you guys I'd talk about it, so I figured this way I get home, sit down with a cup of coffee, and I want to write some things down on a piece of paper so I don't so I got to straighten my head so I'm not thinking off the cuff and forgetting things and going back and stuff. So I kind of have a list of my ideas, and then I think I might make a video and show you guys my RC workshop. It's a remote control workshop. I have one out there at the farm. It's out in it's one of the buildings. It's the granary. And I kind of built a little custom room in there and insulated it and everything. Got nice workbenches all in there. And that's where I do all my remote control airplanes and cars and stuff like that, and I work on that stuff. Let me show you guys that. I've had a couple emails from different guys asking me questions about it, what kind of stuff I fly and all this. I haven't flown for a little while. Last year I didn't fly at all. Year before I think I only flew like once or twice. It just, things going on. So I kind of stopped doing that, but I'm gonna do a little flying I think this summer. And I actually have a plane kit that I'm going to think about building, and I might do like a video series on it or something. So maybe talk about that. But otherwise, pretty much this weekend is going to be cleaning things. So not really a lot of, I don't think you guys want to watch me clean my shop and clean my house and stuff. It's brisk out here. My ears are cold. I'm guessing about 7 gallons. She had 2 lines left on the gauge. Oh, went over 7. Ah, there it is. 7.2. Well, there you guys go. All done fueling. That took me a grand total of 8 minutes. So we're off to the house, and I'm probably gonna upload this all video here, this whole thing, before I get home. That way I have a signal, so I'm gonna pull over quick and throw it together, get it uploaded when I got a signal. And I will see you guys at home this weekend. I'll be doing a video Friday, probably Friday evening. I'll be putting it out on my goals and plans that I've been promising you guys. So until next time, I hope everyone's having a great day, great night, whatever it is. If you're not, we can always try it again tomorrow. See ya.